Sally Mann's photography explores something deeply personal: memory, family, childhood, and the fragile space between innocence and awareness. Her work often sits at the center of public debate, yet it remains rooted in one consistent intention: honest observation of human life and its emotional complexity. Born in the United States in 1951, Mann developed her artistic voice through intimate, often rural southern landscapes. Her most well-known early work, Immediate Family, featured her own children in natural, unposed environments. These images sparked intense controversy, but they also opened important discussions about art, childhood, and the boundaries of representation. Mann's approach to the human body, particularly in her earlier work, is not about idealization or performance. Instead, it is about presence. Children are shown as they are: playful, curious, vulnerable, and sometimes defiant. The images are quiet yet emotionally charged, capturing moments that feel both ordinary and timeless. What distinguishes her work is her ability to blend intimacy with distance. Her photographs are deeply personal, yet they never feel purely sentimental. There is always a sense of reflection, as if memory itself is being examined through a photographic lens. In her later work, Mann expanded her focus to include themes of mortality, decay, and the passage of time. Landscapes, bodies, and historical traces become interconnected. The human form is no longer just a subject, it becomes part of a larger cycle of life and impermanence. Her black and white printing style reinforces this sense of memory. The tones are rich, sometimes soft, sometimes harsh, often resembling old photographs discovered in family archives. This aesthetic deepens the emotional weight of her work, making each image feel like a fragment of a larger story. Mann's photography also challenges the viewer's role. It asks us to consider not only what we are looking at, but why we are looking at it. How does perception change when the subject is familiar? When it is personal? When it challenges social expectations? Her work has often been debated in terms of ethics, especially regarding childhood and nudity in art. But at its core, Mann's photography is less about provocation and more about truth-telling. It insists that life is complex, and that complexity cannot always be simplified for comfort. For photographers, her legacy is significant. She demonstrates that powerful work often comes from proximity, close observation of one's own world, rather than distant subjects. She also shows that emotional honesty can be more impactful than technical perfection. Sally Mann's images stay with the viewer because they feel lived rather than staged. They carry the weight of memory, time, and human connection. Through her lens, the human body and human experience become inseparable from place, family, and history. Her photographs remind us that seeing is not neutral. It is always shaped by emotion, memory, and perspective. And in that space between seeing and remembering, her work continues to resonate.